River. Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. The Cowboys will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Ducks in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whittington. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to them.
Moore to the air. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down. Never had a chance. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Coming after it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to run for it. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for the score. Go to the end zone. It's picked off.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in the
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can break. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Smith dropping to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big... And it'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Second down coming up. They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on you.
With the run on first and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And here comes the field goal unit. And it's a fake and a little shuffle. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Whittington. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
How how do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Fires to the big fella. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where you're...
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Moore will throw. They're bringing heat. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On the move, it's James.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first position.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The give out of the gun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive after this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Love the call here going RPO on third down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The Cowboys will have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Shows him the stiff arm. That's a right ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for space. It's James. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get him. You're crawling to do whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he's got it inside the 35. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too. It's a nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the lead.
The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. First down for this offense. They go to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They're trying to get to it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now on second down. The give to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the lone running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Moore to the air. He's looking deep. Snags it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. He wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Just feeds the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Smith wants to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cowboys will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Working his way and keeping those legs moving. Picks up 5 down to the 14.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Moore will throw. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Smith dropping to pass. They'll run the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Tony. They've done what they want in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll test the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Getting some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The Ducks decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Smith wants to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy 1st down.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. They're going to throw it again. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The Ducks will keep this drive going.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying.
Oh, look out!
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
29 Philly.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Ready?
Offense in a bunch formation.
In blue.
From the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Trying to move them on the counter. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll run the toss. Bulls his way forward. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll try it over the left side. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Let's go!
Moore to the air. Pocket starts to collapse. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Kyle.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's poked. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Smith dropping to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Coming after. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Razor.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game.
Cut it.
They want that clock to run. Tackled after picking up the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them. So you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. The deficit is large. Hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. they won the game today, that's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called...